I always go for a walk to help myself think. So maybe that's what we'll do now to come to some conclusions. Hey Lily, you coming? So, the realities of giving up sugar for 7 days. Not earth-shattering, because obviously a month would give me more time, but the fact of the matter is I think I'm done now. I lost 5 pounds in total. So at the beginning, after 2 days, I'd lost those 5 pounds. Some of that was water because some went back on. And then I weighed myself this morning, Monday morning, and I was back down to 1813, which means that yes, you lose weight when you drop sugar out of your diet. Have to remember though, sugar holds water in your body when you eat lots of it. So the reality of that is, you know, as I've said before, less peeing at night and all of that, which is great. I apparently, according to my family, was less grumpy than normal, which isn't very nice, is it? Apparently I can be apparently I can be hard work. Well, we knew that. So both my child and my wife said that I was happy this week. So maybe this week when I'm running sugar again, we'll see if that does affect my mood in the other way. I don't want to be a grumpy human being, so we need to take out all the things that make me grumpy. So that's what I'm going to do. It's been a good experience. It's been positive. It's not, you know, there is a little bit of sugar come down. You do feel bad for a day or so. The only trouble is I got this like coldy chest infection thing at the same time. So, what's up, Lily? Lily wants to get on with her walk, so I better head. So I'll continue this in a minute. Okay, so I'm at a metaphorical and an actual crossroads. This way is sugar and all the mouth pleasure you can handle, and this way is giving up sugar and being healthier and maybe living a better life health-wise. It's a difficult decision, and I'll tell you why it shouldn't be a difficult decision, should it? It should just be a decision where you think, yeah, well, I'll just take that and I'll just do what's good for me. But we don't as human beings, do we? Because also the other part of me thinks that life's too short, and you know, for having, you know, go and eat brown rice and things that taste of nothing. I think what I have learned from this is the fact that you can, after a while, learn what's got smaller amounts of sugar in, what's better for you. Food that actually you can eat relatively without guilt and without harm. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this road that doesn't exist, which is a happy medium in between this one, and that way I can take what I've learned this week and live a healthier life. Why has it been so hard to do without sugar for a week? Well, I know that doing without sugar is good for me, and I know that less sugar in my diet would help me. So I'm going to genuinely do that. I'm going to genuinely look for less sugar in what I eat. The only trouble is if I was so health conscious that I wanted to be alive forever and be the healthiest specimen on the planet, I wouldn't have been a drug addict and I wouldn't have drunk all those years. So, you know, what's the hardest part of giving up sugar? It's not the fact that it's a chemical and it's a drug and it's addictive and there's, you know, come down and withdrawal. The brutal fact of the matter is I like eating sugar. I like eating sugary products. And to deny yourself everything is stupid. So deny yourself some things and maybe you'll get on with it. You know, maybe you'll succeed if you don't deny yourself totally. I think you're heading for failure if you try not to eat sugar at all, unless you completely medically can't. I would like to think that I've learned something this week, and that was the reason for me to do it. As a byproduct, I made videos to keep myself honest, because that's how I got off drugs. I did a daily vlog about, you know, just everyday rubbish and what was happening in my life, because then the people on camera or watching the film could see that I wasn't high. And in my mind, that was a guideline for me, which is why, you know, giving up the sugar, this is why I did that here as well. Not that you'd be able to tell whether I had sugar or not, I wouldn't have thought, but the fact of the matter is that I didn't want to lie to you guys. So, what have I learned? I've learned that it's not impossible to give up something that's terrible, but I knew that anyway because I've done it twice. Sugar is taking over most things, and the sugar business must be rife and making a fortune. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in every single product there is. I don't know. What I do know is the dog is whining at me, so best I go home, mate. Hardest battle you're going to fight with sugar or with alcohol, with drugs, or with anything that's doing you harm is that you're going to want to do it if you want to do it. And that overall feeling of want and need sometimes is what will drive you to carry on doing what you're doing. You will hear horror stories all day long. You have people like me on YouTube telling you about heart disease, about kidney failure, and about, you know, everything bad that can happen if you have lots of sugar. The decision to give up, the decision to cut back, the decision to curb your life for the long-term benefits is down to you. I've heard all of the horror stories about drinking, taking drugs, living that lifestyle, and not one of them made a difference to me. What did make a difference to me was the fact that I was upsetting the people around me. I was not able to control myself. And then, as a continuance of that, not able to be myself anymore. Sugar isn't heroin, and it isn't cocaine, but it is rife, and it is everywhere. So, next time you're wondering whether it's good for you, you know that it's not. But what is good for you is having the right to decide for yourself what you do. And because you have that freedom to decide for yourself what you eat and what you don't, then it's on you. It's not on medical professionals. It's not on your family. It's on you. So make sure you make the right decision.
Do I have to?
Hey, that was cool, Squeeze.